There's a lot of hiding. There's a lot of pretending to be okay. There's a lot of debating about whether or not the meds have ever done any good. There's a lot of needing to do something with your fingers. There's a lot of crying. There just is. There's a lot of not being able to explain to anyone around you, and so there's a lot of hiding. There's a lot of wanting to reach out, but then what would you say that you haven't said before? There's a lot of knowing that this is not the right time to break down, to rest, to sleep, sleep. There's a lot of wanting to explode. There's very little sleep, very little. And so there's a lot of time to remember all the time. There's a lot of time to count. There's a lot of counting. There's a lot of rushing past mirrors. There's a lot of covers on the floor. There are a lot of clothes on the floor. There are books on the floor. There's very little cleaning up. There's a lot of wanting to be able to sleep. There are so many hours. There are so many weird awake dreams about flying, about rats, about mice, about fires, about hands. There's a lot of being afraid to go to sleep because there are so many monsters. There are all these fingers, moving fingers. There's a lot of wanting to stop writing. Poetry, stories, words, musings, blogs, stuff, journal entries, letters, email. There's a lot of wanting the stuff off the floor. There's a lot of wanting help. There's little actual asking for it. There's absolutely no desire to go into hospital again. There is a need to. There's all this. There's all this that. There's all this down. There's all this smile when someone says, "How are you?" There's all this, "I am okay." There's all this nowhere to look. There's all this need to change the furniture. There's no energy to do it. There's all this want to tie yourself up. There's all this staring at stuff, at pills, at plants, at photos, at pills. There's all this talking to yourself. There's all this knowing that this is the wrong time. There's all this gratitude that this is the wrong time. There's all this nothing to say. There's all this wanting to say. There's all this wanting it to go away. There's all this knowing it won't. There's all this wanting.